There's so much great community work going on right across West Yorkshire at the moment as well. Not only individuals, but groups as well. Elland Round Table have been working with Elland Community Response Group. And to tell us more, I've got the chairman of Elland Round Table, Andy Van De Gevel, who is on to tell us just a bit more about it. These are testing times at the moment, Andy. Can you just give us a rough idea as to what Elland Round Table is up to in the community?
So basically, Elland Round Table, we try and help local communities as much as we can in terms of times of need, and this is why we do a lot of the fundraising year to year. Just recently, obviously, with the virus spreading around, we've noticed a group on Facebook called the Elland COVID-19 Community Response Group. It's been set up by two ladies called Jessie and Kit, who basically saw there was a need in the local area for people that were isolated that would use the food bank generally in the area to get their food, etc., to survive. And a lot of these people were finding themselves having to isolate, so Jessie and Kit were paying out of their own pockets to try and get things to these people. I saw the group, saw the post, got in touch with them both and said, look, is there anything we can do to help out? And this is basically why we fundraise. So from there, over the course of this week, we've had numerous conversations. So we've linked in with a lady called Kat, who's Morrisons Elland, he's community champion. And we're now getting some food parcels boxed up and try and get them delivered to people that are self-isolating, otherwise wouldn't have anything to eat.
Okay, and we all know that the advice is to stay at home, but if you're helping vulnerable people, then you can do that. How are your volunteers then staying safe?
What we're doing is we're basically linking in with the group and obviously the Cat and seeing who actually needs the products and just doing one run to the people, with making sure we make contact with them up front, give them a quick phone call, say, look, come in the next half an hour, we'll leave the food parcel on your doorstep. You don't need to greet us at the door. We'll just leave it there. If they don't respond, we'll just leave them a text or a voicemail to say it'll be there in the next, say, 15, 20 minutes or so. Pick it up, obviously go from there. And that's basically it. So we're trying to reduce the social contact we've got with them, but we're trying to make sure also that they don't go without. So we're taking all the precautions we can. And obviously the government advice is allowing us to do that. Although it is quite strict, we are managing to do what we need to do at the current time. Hopefully we can continue to do that for the foreseeable.
So people in Elland who are needing the help, what are they doing? Are they having to go on to Facebook? They go on the Elland Community Response Group. Is that what people have to do, Andy?
Yeah, there's two prongs of attack from really. If they find themselves in need, they can go onto Facebook, onto the Elland COVID-19 Community Response Group and leave a message in there. They just need to be requested to join that group and we'll let them in and obviously see what they need from there. Or they can direct message us at Elland Round Table on Facebook and we'll pick that up and obviously try and find out what we can do to support them as soon as possible via that route as well.
Okay, and if it's somebody, say for example it's somebody who isn't on Facebook, doesn't have social media, I assume maybe a relative who's listening at the moment can maybe do it on their behalf, is that right?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, any method they can get in touch with us, when else we'll take the details we need from there to get the food parcels to who need them. And I know a lot of the volunteers in the community group have done an excellent job this week. They've been leaflet dropping in the area as well. So people that may not be on social media or connected to the internet, they should hopefully have a leaflet coming through the door, if not this week, and over the coming days. And they just need to get in touch from there as best they can. And obviously we'll do what we can to help them to make sure they're not, not feeling isolated as such without food.
That's great. Andy, thanks so much for joining us, and please pass on our thanks in regards to all the team there as well.
I will do. Thanks, Chris.